think Joe Hisaishi might be one of the greatest composers ever, specifically when it comes to things you can learn to play on the piano, and there's a couple of reasons why. This has always been a thought I've had kicking around, but I was checking out this track from Princess Mononoke called Ashitaka and San, and I'm sitting here just thinking like, okay, no, there's something unique about this, and I want to talk about what it is. I mean, incredibly beautiful. Wow. I mean, I think it's like the perfect mix between classical music, jazz, and pop, kind of. Like, okay, hear me out on this, because we've heard that right there. That's something familiar. From, what is that from? Is that from One Summer's Day? Is that right? Is that right? Almost the same thing. Just that right there. But there's so much in here. First of all, this straight up sounds like Debussy in the beginning. Like, listen to this. That, oh my God, those two chord changes right there. Yeah, I mean, it just feels like such a Debussy style, impressionist type of vibe. This is the part where the harmony, there's just so much incredible stuff going on in here. I feel like the harmony is partly, that's why I said pop in the beginning, and I know that's not really accurate, but what I mean is, like, we're in the key of D flat, right? And right there we have this section. We go to the minor 6 chord B flat minor, and then to the 4 chord G flat major, and then we have a resolution to the 1 chord, but it has the 3rd in the bass, and then we get the 2 chord, except instead of being minor how it normally would be, we have it as a dominant chord right here, and then we get this nice sus voicing on the 5 chord, right? All of this is like very consonant, kind of pop harmony in a way, but the way that it's written, it feels a lot like jazz as well. It just doesn't have maybe a level of complexity that jazz has, and I think that's a good thing in this case, because sometimes the level of complexity in jazz, it can make things beautiful, but it can also make things kind of inaccessible, right? It can make things so complex to the point where, like, most people can't follow. And I'm trying to think of, like, some jazz standards that are incredibly popular, like All the Things You Are. Look at the chord changes to All the Things You Are. Beautiful, absolutely stellar, but it's one of these things where it's like, it goes so many different places that, you know, depending on how it's performed, it could easily kind of be like, where are we, right? Stella by Starlight. I mean, just the first couple of chord changes there. That is so, it works so well, but it's like really unconventional in a way. And this is something that Joe Hisaishi never really does. He gets a lot of that sound that we expect in sort of more jazz style things, but it's always in a way that you can just easily follow. And that is especially true if it's something you want to learn how to play. And by the way, we are actually still running our Black Friday sale, but literally only for a few more hours by the time you're seeing this video. If you want to grab over a $700 bundle of courses for 99 bucks, this is your last chance to do it. Use the link in the description or scan the QR code. It is my entire course library. There are 8 courses included, and it also includes the upcoming release of Intro to Piano 2.0, which is a massive update and a huge expansion on my best-selling course of all time. And beyond that, there are literally 7 other courses for you to dig into as well. So there's a ton of stuff in there. Right now it's 99 bucks. Depending on when you're seeing this, the price will be going up. But even if it's too late for that Black Friday sale, we are still running an insane holiday sale for Christmas this year. You can also buy gift cards, by the way. If you want to gift the bundle to someone else, there's a way to do that. So no matter when you're seeing this, use the link in the description because we're probably running a pretty insane deal right now. Yeah. I really love keeping that D flat on the bottom there. Then there's that minor 6, the 4 chord G flat major. Then we go to that 2, 5, 1. Beautiful. 4, 5, 4. There's 2 different ways we can have a chord based on the F. So far we've heard it kind of like a 1 chord, right? It's D flat, but we're using D flat's 3rd, which is F, in the bass. But we can easily change a couple of notes and turn this into F minor 7. It serves very much the same function. It's almost the exact same sound, right? And so here we're kind of just going beautiful. And again, it's that very consonant harmony. It's not so complicated that it's difficult to follow. It's extremely accessible. I think that's part of what makes it so stunning. Oh, that's a 5 chord right there. Back to the 4, 3, 4. Woo! Yeah, okay, come on. I mean, so far we're using entirely what we would call diatonic harmony, and that just means we're using the chords that are naturally occurring within the major scale. D flat major consists of those notes, and if we build chords on every part of that scale, 3-note chords, we're gonna wind up with certain naturally existing qualities. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and major, right? So when we talk about diatonic harmony, we're saying we're kind of just using those chords. And as we've heard so far, we have a lot of D flat major, we have G flat major, B flat minor, A flat major, sorry, and then whether we use F minor here, that would be correct, or sometimes we just use, like we said, the 1 with the 3rd in the bass. All of those are diatonic. But here we get the first inclusion of something that doesn't exist within that diatonic space, and that is B major. And that's why that chord just jumps right out at you, and it's like, wow, that is incredibly beautiful. Yeah, and then we just drop that to the 5 chord. With a beautiful, simple resolution. Ooh, what was that? Another beautiful thing that we can use that kind of takes us out of that diatonic space a little bit, gives your ear something to go, ooh, what was that? And it lets us climb right up to that G flat major. What that was is we start on D flat, F dominant, before we resolve that sort of movement up to G flat major. We might consider it like a secondary dominant. It's a chord that we're making dominant that would not normally be dominant within that diatonic space we've been talking about. But it's a really effective one. Taking the 3 chord, which is normally minor, and making it a dominant chord. You can do all kinds of stuff like that. You can go to the 4 like we do here. You can go to the 6, the minor 6 chord. That's really effective. Here's a sound you've heard before. Right? It's just, it leads its way very well, kind of really wherever you're going, and it's beautiful use of it here. There's our B major, 5 chord resolution. Yeah. Whoa, what was that? We have a 2 chord. Oh, Let's go! Minor 4! You know, because of the context here, I didn't hear it as a minor 4 chord, because normally we hear like a minor 4 chord. Right? That's a pretty standard usage of it, but here we went from the 2 to the minor 4, which still is, I guess, maybe a normal usage. Maybe I wasn't listening. 2 chord, 4 to the 5 again. Yeah. Gorgeous. Same movement. Climbing down now. Oh, that's like a deceptive cadence, right? We think we're gonna go resolve to D flat, but instead he plays to the minor 6 chord with a little transition to get us there. That same motion again. There's our B major. What's this? Are we going somewhere else? Take note of that. We were on B major and we went to F sus. That is a tritone movement. You wouldn't expect that would sound so beautiful, but because of the context and the surrounding harmony, it works great. Yeah. It's so beautiful. That's why I'm like, this just sounds so much like it's a mix of classical with this really consonant, beautiful, simple harmony. Yeah, so now we're kind of getting most of this we've played before. To the 5. F minor, G flat major, B flat minor. There's our B major chord again. So we're sort of playing this form over again. There's that F sus again to the G flat major. Oh, and that's a really, really Joe Hisaishi sound, isn't it? That chord right there. Just take a major 7th chord, drop the 5th. It becomes like the sharp 11 or a flat 5, depending on how you're looking at it. But like, yeah, it's just such a beautiful sound. Yeah. And again, you can hear so many similarities with so many other Joe Hisaishi compositions. And Debussy. This to me feels very Debussy. Come on. And that's why like to me this stuff is so great for learning on the piano, because it is so simple on some level. Now, he takes what is simple harmony and turns it into flourishing, beautiful sounds by breaking things up. All that is it's a D flat major 6 chord. But when you take the notes of the chord, spread them out, you can create beautiful lines like that. And obviously the orchestration helps as well. This is just another example of the incredible work of Joe Hisaishi. We hear it in so much of the Studio Ghibli music, and it's always something to me that's just like, yeah, there's something about this. There's a reason this stuff is so incredibly popular. It's obviously tied to great films, but I think there's something inherent about it, and that is its simplicity, its beauty while being accessible. I think that's really what it is. It's not so complex that you start getting into kind of more whacked out jazz territory, but it still has a lot of those qualities. It uses a lot of that harmony. It just also uses a lot of like really diatonic harmony that we might expect to hear in more even like mainstream pop music. I am such a fan of this, and I was listening to it. I hadn't heard this one actually. This is a new one for me. The second I heard it, I was like, this is it. That's what it is. it's so great for learning because it's the perfect level of being easy in a sense while still being incredibly beautiful. I don't know, I thought this was absolutely stunning, but I want to know your thoughts. What is your favorite Joe Hisaishi composition? What do you think is one of the most beautiful things that he's ever written? And don't forget, there are hours remaining to grab that Black Friday sale. 8 courses, over $700 value for 99 bucks, and you'll get access to Intro to Piano 2.0 when it comes out very soon. You won't have to do anything to get that update. It happens automatically inside your account. And that is how I support the content that I make on this channel. We don't really take sponsorships from companies because most of the time those are companies that you don't care about and I don't care about. So I thought, why not make something that is directly from me that can actually be useful for you? And that is what we've put together with all of the courses that I've built over the last couple of years. Every year we do something crazy for Black Friday, and this is the last chance to do it. If you miss out though, don't worry. We are still running an insane holiday sale. That same link in the description will take you right to it. Get it as a gift for somebody in your life that's trying to learn to play the piano. It's one of the best gifts you can give anybody this holiday season because learning music is one of the greatest ways you can enrich your life. So check out that link in the description. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.